Hello bookish friends on the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading, and for today's video I am here to do my September TBR. And now for the month of September, I have literally 2 stacks of books here next to me. I don't have to read all of these in the month of September, but my reading mood for August has just been like this by finishing books. You can see my August stack over here right now. But I wanted to come on here to talk about everything I want to read in the month of September. I'm going to start with my book club picks because for me, I am behind on my book club. I actually forgot to grab one of the other books I have, so hold on a second. So let's just get started. In the month of September, my book club Queer Reads, if you don't know, is... Sorry, my hair is annoying me today. Can't wait for my haircut later this week. Anyways, our September book club pick is Unexpecting by Jen Bailey. This is a YA contemporary standalone novel that deals with coming of age story set in high school. So I'm really excited to read this. This is like I said, YA contemporary, so we haven't read one in a while, but I am behind on my own book club, so I won't be reading this right now just because I am behind. But speaking of book clubs, I wanted to talk about the rest of the books that I'm behind on. One of them I started over the summertime because it's now technically fall for me on this channel. My hair is really annoying me. I'm so sorry. But one of them I started during the summer. I actually started this on my main trip and I just never finished it, and that is The Sun and the Star by Rick Riordan and Marco Shiro. As you can see, I'm annotating this one as well, so that's why it's taking me a while to read it. I am 65 pages into it and I'm really loving it, so hoping to pick this back up. Sorry, I knew it was not going to go away. Anyways, I'm really enjoying The Sun and the Star. I'm hoping this will be in my September wrap-up maybe, or even in my August wrap-up. I don't think it'll be in August, but hopefully it will be in my September wrap-up soon. And then in the month of May, we were supposed to read In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. Again, I bought this earlier this year. I haven't read it yet, but I might be reading this in the month of September, just because it feels like a perfect fall book. And this is the only TJ Klune book that I have unread on my shelf right now that I own. So pretty excited for it, and hopefully I'll love this one as much as I loved his other works. In July, we were supposed to read, or actually in August, we were supposed to read A Song of Salvation, and I never got to this despite me having the audiobook from my Libby account. This is a YA fantasy, or not fantasy, YA sci-fi standalone novel. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's up with me today. This is what we read in August, but again, I'm behind. And in July, we were supposed to read Camp Sylvania by Julie Murphy. I just got this from my library last month, so hopefully I'll read it soon. It's one of my shorter reads for the book club, so this is a YA middle grade standalone novel, so I'm pretty excited for that because we don't have a whole lot of standalones in the book club. But yeah, I love Julie Murphy. She's an auto-buy author for me, so if I love it, I'll buy myself a finished copy. Then I have a couple arcs I want to get to in the month of September. I read quite a few arcs I have in August, which you will see in my August wrap-up, but I still want to read House of Maroon by J.L. This is the first book in a new series by this author. I really am excited for this. This is a YA fantasy novel. I got this arc sent to me by Penguin Teen that I still have not read yet, but I'm hoping to start it this week because I'm actually almost finished with my current reads, which I forgot to mention in this video, but that's okay. Then my most recent arc, you'll see this in my August book haul, and that is The Reunion by Kit Frick. This comes out August 29th, so it will be out by the time you see this video because my scheduling is chaotic right now. This is a arc I won as a giveaway from the author's Instagram account, so very excited for that. Hopefully I love it because this is a YA mystery thriller. And then for a YA fantasy spin-off series, I have Champion of Fate by Kendar Blake. I'm so excited that I have an arc of this. I'm definitely going to be reading this in the month of September. I'm also going to be featuring this in the September new releases video that I'm planning on making this weekend. But yeah, I'm very excited for this because I also won this in a giveaway from the author on her Instagram. And also it's just a spin-off series to one of my favorite fantasy series on BookTube, and that is the Three Dark Crowns series, and I really loved it. And this is set in the same world but following different characters from that world, if that makes sense. This comes out September 19th, so hopefully soon you guys will get your copies. My 3 TBR jar picks, which I'll put a clip of me showing you what those picks were. These are my 3 TBR picks. So first one is being Begin Again by Emma Lord. This is a YA YA contemporary standalone novel, and I'm nervous with this because I haven't read a whole lot of contemporaries this year, but this is set at a college campus, so hopefully that will help me out with some reading challenges I have for the month. And also I love Emma Lord, so I know I'll definitely be reading this soon. Next pick I had was Infinity Sun by Adam Severa. I actually started this in the month of June, but I never finished it. So this is actually like perfect timing to pick this up because I really want to get to some more of Adam's work. This is his first fantasy novel that he ever written. This has braided edges from The Bookish Sign, I believe is who did this. Very pretty. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to read this. I was enjoying it, but then I found out that the author himself supported Harry Potter while making this series, and as somebody who doesn't support Harry Potter, that makes me a little mad. And my final TBR jar pick was Silver in the Bones by Alexandra Bracken. This is one of my Owl Crate books, so I'm so happy that we have an Owl Crate on my TBR list. And I was supposed to buddy read this with my friend Lori here at the Chatty Bookworm. I just never got around to it, and I know Lori did started it. She got farther in than I did. I'm literally on chapter 2 of the book, and I was gonna annotate it as well, so maybe I'll restart it and do a whole different annotation key. So Lori, if you still want to buddy read this month, we can. The next books I'm going to talk about are like buddy reads and book clubs. That's this section of this video. For Lala's book club, it's Monastrollo. I'll put a picture here on the screen. I'm not going to read this book, but I just thought I'll let you guys know in case you wanted it. And then for Gabby's book club, I'm actually hoping I can partake in this one because I am on hold for this at my library, and that is Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney. This is her new adult thriller that comes out in August. I think it comes out on August 29th. I could be wrong. But Good Bad Girl I'm on hold for, so hopefully my copy will come in sometime soon, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a book of the month pick, and if it is, that'll be super exciting. Also for Zoranne's book club, we have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia. I'm also on hold for this one. I don't have my copy yet, so I'll put a cover here. I'm on hold for this book because of the book club pick, but also I am like number 4 out of 5 people, so hopefully I'll get to this sometime soon. And then for my friend Clint over at Reads Readers here on BookTube, I forgot what his book club name is. I think it's called BAM Book Club. And so they are reading Love and Monsters by Max Walker. I am very excited for this. My friend Lori actually bought this book for me for my birthday. She read this one earlier this year and gave it 6 stars, which means it's one of her favorites. So I'm pretty excited to be reading this for the book club, and hopefully I'll love it. I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this, especially from the people who have read this in my book club. So I'm pretty excited. This is a new to me author, and I know it's a male romance novel as well, so pretty excited for this, and hopefully I'll love this as much as my friend Lori does. For that's all the book club picks for buddy reads. I'm also, another shout out to Lori, I am buddy reading Foxglove by Adeline Grace. I am so excited for this. This is a sequel to Belladonna, which, if you guys know, I love that book. That's literally like my #1 favorite book of last year, and I cannot wait for the sequel. It is a bit chunkier than book 1 was, so pretty stoked for that. And I just found out that we're getting a 3rd book in this trilogy, so yay. That's pretty exciting, because I actually thought it was going to be just a duology, but now it's a trilogy, so that's exciting for me. But if we do read this in the month of September, we would have to wait a whole year for book 3. My friend Mandy over at That Bookish Girl on Instagram, we are going to buddy read this series, duology. I'm not sure how long this universe is going to be, but we're going to be buddy reading The Night Swim and Dark Corners by Megan Golding. This is book 1 and this is book 2. All I know is this has a court case involved that also deals with podcast elements. That's all I really need to know. This is the follow-up novel to Night Swim. I actually have an e-arc of Dark Corners, and I bought this from Book of the Month. So you'll see this in my August book haul here again. But I'm pretty excited for these. And again, I haven't read a whole lot of adult thrillers, so I'm pretty excited for these. And hopefully I'll love them, because I've been hearing mixed reviews about both books. But I know a lot of people love the first book. So pretty excited for this, Mandy. I cannot wait to buddy read with you. And hopefully we both love them, so yay. Then I have my 5 monthly challenges I do for myself, and so I picked 5 challenges. The first challenge is to let 2 friends pick out a book. My friend Cindy did pick out 2 books for me, but she kind of did it a little late, so I wasn't able to put these in the stack. But my friend Lori, she picked these 2 books out for me. She wanted to buddy read Kingdom of the Curse by Carrie Maniscalco. This is a sequel to Kingdom of the Wicked. As you can see by the rest of my books, we are trying to read all of our sequels in the month of September, because it's sequel September. So Lori, another buddy read we are doing. Lori also picked for me to read, which is funny because this is for the TBR knockout challenge, is to read a book with the word fall in the title, and that is Fall of the School for Good and Evil. I actually am really excited that Lori picked this one for me, because this is a 2nd book in the duology. So once I finish this, I will wrap up another series this month, and that'll make me like really, really happy. The eyes are so creepy. I love that. I love Simone Chanier. You guys know The School for Good and Evil is one of my favorite series ever on book 2. So pretty excited for this one. Thank you, Lori, for picking this out. And then my friend Cindy, she picked this next challenge is to read one of my top 23 in 2023 books, because I have not touched that list in a minute, but she picked this book out for me, my friend Cindy did, and that is Let Me Hear a Rhyme by Tiffany D. Jackson. And I find it pretty funny that she picked this book out for me, because we both love Tiffany D. Jackson's writing, so I'm pretty excited for this. This one and The Weight of Blood are the only 2 books I have unread by this author, so I know this deals with music, and it sets in the 1920s, I think. Oh, 1998. Sorry, I was way off. So a year before I was born. So I'm pretty excited for this, and like I said, I haven't read a whole lot of contemporaries this year, so hopefully I'll love this one as much as I think. The next book is to read a book that is mixed medium, and that was the challenge for the next one. And so I picked The Battle of Jeddah by George Mann. Again, another book you'll see in my August book haul. Pretty excited for this. This is the next book I needed to read for the High Republic series, and this is part of the phase 2 portion of the universe. So hopefully I'll love this. It's literally in a script format, so it's like that, written in script. So pretty stoked for this, and hopefully I'll love it, because I bought this one this month, so it's very brand new. So hopefully I'll get around to it. Next prompt is Goodreads to read the first book that comes up on your home page. And so first book that came up on my homepage was Happy Place by Emily Henry. Again, another adult romance. And again, I haven't read a whole lot of romances and contemporaries this year, so hopefully I'll love it. I think I will because my mom bought this for me and I'm pretty stoked for this, so yay me. The next one I have is read a book that came out in 2020, and I was like, oh, I read the majority of the books on the 2020 new releases list from Goodreads, but then this one popped up and I was like, oh, I started this one but I haven't finished it, and the movie comes out in November. So that is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I'm definitely super stoked for this. I have this on my shelf since it came out, and like I said, I did started this. I'm on page 135, so I'm literally halfway through the book. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. So I'm definitely going to have to restart this one in the month of September, and this is perfect because it's not technically a sequel, it's more of a prequel, but it still fits around the sequel September theme, so we love that. And then these next couple of books, I don't have to read all of these in September, but I would like to try and get to a few of these. These are all my library books, not all of them, but these are some of the library books that I want to prioritize. So I have The Dark Place by Brittany S. Lewis. I have Against the Tide by J.L. A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. I finally have my copy of this and I'm super stoked to get to it. This one I'm for sure getting in the month of September, and that is Fangirl Graphic Novel Volume 3 by Ray Morale. Love the series. I'm hoping we have more volumes in the future. And last but not least, I want to get to Splinter Magic by L.L. McHenry, because this is the fourth and final book of the Mirror series, and it actually perfect segue because I want to read Fracture Path. I still have not read Fracture Path yet, so hopefully I'll read another series and get it off my list. I love the first two books, so I'm pretty excited for the last two books. So hopefully I love these last two as much as I love the first two. And finally, the TBR tackle challenges that is over on Instagram have five challenges. I'll list them off. So one of their challenges was to read a book that starts with the letter Q, R, or S. But for me, I already fulfilled those letters on my letter sheet in my bullet journal. So I decided to do letters that I don't have filled yet, and that is to start with the letter with E, G, or J. And for that prompt, I have picked The Everlasting Rose by Daniel Clayton. As you can see, there's a theme around this TBR. This is the sequel to The Bells by Daniel Clayton, which I read earlier this year and really loved. So I'm going to hopefully read this one and annotate it. I did started this last night, but I didn't really annotate it last night. So I'm going to have to pause and wait till September comes around so I can restart it and actually focus on it, because I really love book one. I gave book one a 4 stars, so pretty excited to see what I think of the rest of the trilogy. And then for read a book with dark blue on the cover, I struggle with that one despite me having a bunch of dark blue books, but I picked The Vanquishers by Kaylin Barron. This doesn't really fit around the sequel September theme that I have going on right now, but I just thought this will be a fun middle grade to split up all these heavy fantasy books that I'm reading. And I believe book 2 of the series comes out in October, so that's pretty exciting. I think it comes out October 10th. I could be wrong. But hopefully I'll get around to it because it's super short and we love a good middle grade here once in a while. Next challenge is to read a book with the word "and" in the title. And for me, I picked Princess and Promises by Cynthia Menon. Again, centered around the theme of sequel September. This is the sequel to Of Curses and Kisses, which I read quite a while ago now, so maybe I'll reread book 1. Again, book 3 comes out this fall. I think it comes out in October. I'll leave the correct release date down below. My gosh. So hopefully it comes out in October. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be so sad. But again, I'm gonna reread book 1 and then jump into book 2 because I really enjoyed book 1. I gave it 3 stars, so not a bad rating. And again, another short book. And then to read a book set in school, I actually struggle with this one, but that is Any Way the Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell, another Rainbow Rowell book on this TBR. This is the 3rd and final book of the Simon Snow trilogy. This is one of the chunky books on my TBR, and I just been meaning to wrap up this trilogy for quite a while now, and I just haven't got around to it. But hopefully now that I'm saying this on camera and saying it to you guys, that I will read this book in the month of September. I believe I have the audiobook somewhere. If not, this is like an easy book to read because that's what the font looks like. So it's definitely an easy book to physically read. So I might physically read this one. Again, I'm going to have to look up book reviews for books 1 and 2 because it's been a while since I read them. But if you don't know, the Carry On series is one of my favorite LGBT books and also one of my favorite series on this channel. So hopefully I will love the finale. If I don't, that'll be so sad. And the final challenge is to read a book with a character that has a unique job. And this one I struggle with as well. I couldn't figure out anything for it, but then I was like, oh wait, this is a retelling of Pinocchio. And so I picked When You Wish Upon a Star by Elizabeth Lim. Pretty stoked for this. I bought this at Target earlier this year, and I started it earlier this year, but I never finished it. So hopefully, again, this month I'll finish it. And there's a new Twisted Tale anthology coming out this fall as well. And one of the short stories is a Lion King retelling. So like, pretty stoked about that. I'm a huge Lion King fan in case y'all didn't know. But anyway, I'm pretty stoked for the anthology that's coming out this fall. I already have it pre-ordered, so hopefully it'll be coming in whenever it comes in. I don't remember the release date. Again, I'll put it down below. But pretty stoked to be reading this, and like I said, it's one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so hopefully I'll love it. And that's it. That is everything I have on my TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And I'll talk to you guys later down in the comments below. And if you made it all the way through this video, please leave me a... Leave me wings emoji, since this was the last book. Leave me either a bird emoji that you were here all the way at the end, or leave me a wing emoji. I would love to see who made it all the way through. And anybody I shouted out, they will be listed down below, so definitely check out the description box. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. And then I also forgot to show you my TBR jar pick for September. I only did 3 because I didn't get to the 3 that I read last month. So the first one being Infinity Sun by Adam Severa, which is a first in his YA fantasy series. Then we have Begin Again by Emma Lord. She's a YA contemporary author, so that's a little nerve-wracking for me because I haven't read a whole lot of contemporaries this year. And last but not least is Silver in the Bones by Alexandra Bracken. This one I tried to read earlier this year, but I put it down because I wasn't feeling it. So hopefully I will get to it this month. And I know Silver in the Bones is a buddy read I was supposed to do with my friend Lori, so maybe me and her will buddy read them. Now it's time to go look at my shelves and see what books will fit for what challenges. So here we are on my desktop, and let's go to Goodreads. And the first book I see, ooh, Good Bad Girl. I don't have this one yet because I have it on hold at my library, but maybe I'll just keep scrolling to see something else. Has to be a book that I own to be chosen. I've read this one already, loved it. Ooh, I have an e-arc of this, so I do own it. Should we count this? Night of the Living Queers, 13 Tales. Let's see what else we might get. Another arc. Oh my gosh, come on guys. Another arc I have from Nick Galley. Ooh, Normal People, I don't own yet. Ugh. Red. Oh my gosh, the Zodiac Academy. No, thank you. Red. Ooh. Happy Place. I'll do that. Yay, that took a while, but yeah, I will be reading Happy Place.